has you where you are, you got to change to go do something else. Because if you use that term like I say, shy, if shy got you broke, you need to quit being shy. I mean, the thing about it is this. You have to change in order to make things change. You know, because one thing about this business and in the industry, if you casual about this business, you will end up a casualty. One thing we truly have with Karatbars, we got a serious window of opportunity. A serious window. And basically, if we come in now, take advantage of this thing, we can put ourselves and our families in a position where we never have to worry about money anymore. But it's about taking advantage of it. You got to have the mindset, I got to get this thing done. You got to have the mindset, I got a warrior mentality. You got to have the mindset that I'm not going to let nothing stop me. You know, you can't have the mindset, well, I got started and I introduced my friend ain't doing that. Didn't you get in that business for them, or you got in your business for something else? See, you got to find your reason, your why. See, I was talking to Mike earlier, and the thing that got me so jacked out of my mind when I first got in this industry, my why. See, I was a federal law enforcement officer, but I had to help somebody. See, my parents needed help. I had to help my parents. And the thing that drove me more than anything was my goal was to build my mom her dream home. My goal was to be able to put money in her pocket every single month. See, my father was in an auto accident. He was paralyzed when I was 13. I started working when I was 13 years old. And from the time I started working, I always gave my mom some money every month. To the day my mom passed, I put money in her pocket every single month. The thing that drove me, and I tell you, it almost broke up my marriage. Because my wife, my first network marketing, I wasn't making any money. I'm going to every meeting, everything. I'm spending money, I'm traveling, going to conventions, going all over the place. And my wife, all she did was complain. All she did was complain. You spending this money, you ain't making no money. What kind of business is that?
Make sure you see that video.
You know, and see, y'all like, cut that part, edit that. But she was. And she, you know, she didn't catch the vision of it because we were conditioned. See, the thing is, I learned you can't listen to broke people. Broke people will keep you broke. And this is what it was. We was going by what we was taught. Our parents taught us everything that they knew. Go to school. Get you a good education. Get you a good job with some benefits. And stay on it. Be good. And one day you might be able to retire. But do you realize that sounded okay many years ago when you had one person that could run the household? I sat back and I started thinking, I said, it was 7 kids in my house. 7 of us. And I kept trying to figure out, how in the world did my dad, only one working, take care of all of us? And when I found out how much money he was making, I was like, how did you do it? My dad was a warehouse foreman, drove a forklift. And I just knew he was getting paid. I went to the same company when I got out the military. The same company he worked for, I went to that same company, Anheuser-Busch, Montgomery, Alabama, Budweiser, went there to get a job. They told me, I said, how much, where do y'all start off at? He said, $550. Man, I'm a grown man. You said $550? I thought you were a little boy or something.
Check yourself.
I'm looking at him. Shrink? What? I don't know. It's my look. It's the boyish look I had. You know. Then I said, well, look. In the Navy, I'm forklift certified. I need to see you got forklift drivers and stuff. Hey, I'm forklift certified. How much, I'd like to drive a forklift. You need help on the forklift? I said, how much do he make? He made $575. $575? Are you kidding me? But what even made it worse, because I was sitting around, wasn't doing that. Hey, just got in the Navy. So I said, I'm going to work this job. I go in, work 2 nights. The second night, I'm already frustrated. So I get the guys together. I say, hey, guys, look here, man. I got a plan. Y'all want to know how to get a raise? They look at me like I done lost my mind. You been here a day and a half, and you talking about a raise. I said, yeah, you know how you get a raise. And one guy said, what you got, man? What you got? What you talking about? I said, let's walk out. Walk out? I said, yeah, they got to have these trucks loaded. So if we walk out, they got to give us a raise. Man, you don't even have a uniform. Man, I make $5.50 an hour. You don't know what you're talking about. I said, man, you got a car with a hanger holding your cargo clothes, and you talking about you think you got something. They said, no, you need to get up out of here. You messed up our good thing. I knew I had to go. Because they was in that environment, they thought they was rolling. But what really messed me up, I was 20-some years old. My dad, when he got hurt, I was 13. My dad was a forklift driver. Now, I don't know if he made more than that regular forklift driver because he's the foreman, but it couldn't have been much more. How in the world he took care of all us? I don't know. But gas was 89 cents a gallon. Bread was 69 cents a loaf. You know, things was a lot cheaper. Now we got inflation, right? Or inflation, right? But that's the thing. You got to change. You got to change this. You know, that's why I tell people, first of all, if you have never read this book, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill put one out, Think and Grow Rich, A Black Choice. You got to read this stuff, because when you're not feeling your best, you need to read a book. One thing about it, you would grow so much up here, because I'm telling you, my folks think I'm crazy. My family used to think something wrong with Dad. They couldn't get in the car with me because all I listened to was tapes that's personal development. They said, man, and then I had friends get in the car with me and they say stuff like, man, you got that brainwashing stuff in your car. I said, my mind wasn't dirty, I would have to clean it out. That's what it is, cleaning my mind out. But this book here, it's called Slight Edge. Slight Edge. Please write this down. If you don't have this book, you got to get it. This book is by a guy by the name of Jeff Olson. Jeff Olson is a network marketing guru. He's been successful in this industry. One thing about him, now he has his own network marketing company. But Jeff has helped so many people achieve success in this industry. Also, he speaks every year. They want him to speak at the Direct Sales Association because of his success and what he's helped people do. You know, it's just telling you one thing about it in the Slight Edge is you doing a little bit more. See, in this industry, in junk, and I want you to think about this, honestly. When you go to work, you have people that show up and try not to do nothing. Right? All the time. But then you have those that come in and do what they got to do. They rock and roll and making stuff happen. If it weren't for that person, the company will probably go under. But the other person, he getting all the credit. They probably make more money than you do. Right? That's the thing about the Slight Edge. If you give them that, if you that person that go to work and give that type of effort, if you put that type of effort in your business, you're gonna be successful. It's about being consistent. And all I want you to know is that when you build this business, you have to be consistent. You can't say, I'm gonna do something today, take a whole week off, and then take a week off, then come back. No. Because basically what you're doing, you're not getting any rhythm with your business. That's why when you first get started in this business, even before I jump to the dual team, this is so important right now. See, that's why we start out with something, and I didn't even think I'm going to go here today. But there's a spirit. Ooh. You got to start out what I call a 90-day blitz. It's all out massive action. You talk to everybody. All out massive action. And I'm going to share this with you, which is very important. Anytime you come to an event, any type of training, anything, I want everybody to have a pen in their hand. Because if you want it to sink, you got to put it in ink. Your top money earners are always going to take notes. So I'm punishing you right now if you ain't taking no notes. Because half the stuff I'm saying, you're going to miss it. You're going to go to events where they're going to tell you you can't record stuff. But ain't nobody say you can't put no record in your pocket. Always sit up front. Because one thing I started learning in this industry, you hear a lot better when you up front than the ones in the back. Are you with me? If you go to certain events and conventions When they started slipping money and stuff up under the seats, guess where they put it at? In the front. I ain't put no money in the back. But what we do, see, we got a habit. Rosa Parks tried to change it, but we keep going back to it. Go to the back of the bus. But anyway, when you start your business, one thing when you come in, number one, you got to have you want to have a good list of contacts. A good list of contacts. And when I share with people, get your cell phone and take those numbers and put them on paper. Put them on paper. See, when you're trying to go through your phone, what you're going to do is do this here. You're gonna go. Now, I ain't going to call him. Oh, no, they ain't going to get in. I ain't going to talk to that person. Oh, no, I ain't going to do that either. Oh, boy, I'm tired. I done worked so hard. Man, I done did. Man, what you do today, man? I was working. And you really actually think you done work your business? Ain't called a person and told a person about nothing. Hadn't sent one email, not one text message, put nobody on a webinar. But you wonder why your business not growing. You got to put these people on paper, guys. And one thing you got to understand is this. And this is my mindset. And this is why I think what made me just didn't really, I would say didn't care. You know, I should put it like that. I don't care who tell me no. It's not about, because you're not hurting me when you tell me no. I'm looking for the people that want to help me get the rest of the gold. I'm looking for the miners. You know, I know you got a lot of gold, man, but gold ain't me, man. I'm in platinum. You know, that ain't my thing. Next, see what happens, you ponder on that no too long. So you might want to have the mindset is, I got this part-time business. I'm only getting 3 out of 10. You know, 3 out of 10. So if you call somebody up, one of your friends, say, what you doing? Whatever. Well, look, I got this part-time business. I'm only getting 3 out of 10. So if you look at it, you don't get in, it don't matter. See, I'm only getting 3 out of 10. So you really don't matter. So you can take a look at it. But do you realize if you're in baseball and you hitting 3 out of 10, they pay you multi-millions? 3 out of 10, you batting 300. Are you with me? So don't feel bad when them other people say no. Because I promise you, you forget about them anyway. I guarantee you.